Bloomberg investigation reveals how Tiffany and Company's controversial handling of the limited edition Patek Philippe Blue Dial watch, encouraging clients to spend millions on jewelry in hopes of securing the 52K timepiece, has backfired. While LVMH positioned Tiffany as a turnaround success, the tactics used raised questions about how far the luxury brands can go in using bundling strategies. This approach, also used by Hermes for Birkins and Ferrari for limited models, may boost short-term sales but risk long-term brand equity and customer trust. As exclusivity becomes a transactional game, the luxury sector must rethink how it scales without eroding its foundation. Intended as a celebration of a 170-year partnership and defense of LVMH's new ownership of Tiffany, the release quickly spiraled into a cautionary tale. With only 170 watches made, Tiffany's sales team widely encouraged clients to spend $2 million to $5 million on jewelry with no guarantees, just for a chance to buy the 52K watch. No waitlist, no transparency, just a wish list and lots of resentment. The fallout was significant. Patek closed 3 of its 4 in-store boutiques with Tiffany. Long-term clients walked away feeling manipulated, and even successful buyers saw the resale price plummet from $6.2 million in 2021 to $1.2 million in 2024. What's particularly interesting is the contrast between the public narrative and private strategy. For the past few years, LVMH has consistently positioned Tiffany as a turnaround success, highlighting revenue growth, the rollout of high-end icons, and store renovation as key wins under its stewardship. But stories like this reveal the commercial mechanisms used to drive those numbers and the brand damage that can come when those tactics are mishandled. This strategy isn't unique to Tiffany. Hermes has long relied on a similar approach, conditioning access to its coveted Birkin bags on a history of purchasing other categories like scarves, shoes, or jewelry. Ferrari also has employed bundling tactics, nudging collectors to purchase several models before gaining access to the limited edition cars. In all these cases, desirability is manufactured not just through rarity but through strategic gating of access. Luxury thrives on scarcity, but it also depends on trust, loyalty, and discretion. When access becomes opaque or worse, transactional, it undermines the long-term brand equity no matter how strong the sales pump might be in the short